Leashley has traveled far and finally found a host where she may be able to live. But soon, her host will try to attack her. Can Leashley survive in this dangerous new home?
I'm Mary Beth. I'm Leashley.
Leashley's journey started in the belly of a sandfly as a little mastigoat, which is to say a little leishmania. There she grew into a pro-mastigoat and was ready to find a host, find a friend to live with.
The sandfly I was traveling with was a terrible real estate agent / matchmaker. She kept biting dogs and cats and even rats. I kept telling her I wanted a human friend, not a stinky animal. I had to try so hard to keep from being injected into animals. Most leishmania don't have that kind of control, but I do.
Leashley found her dream friend after a few days in the sandfly. Leashley first saw Mary Beth when she was frolicking through a field in Brazil.
My sandfly never did learn her name. Dropped me off on Mary Beth's forearm. It was a very nice arm. I wish I had arms like hers, or just arms in general. As a single-celled eukaryote, specifically a protozoa, I only have a flagella. So, I want some arms.
Oh, something bit me.
Leashley decided to lie low and get settled in before introducing herself to Mary Beth.
Once I was all settled in, I was ready to introduce myself to Mary Beth.
I first knew something was wrong when
you first met Leashley. Say when you first met Leashley.
I first met Leashley a few weeks after I returned to America when I saw a little sore on my arm. I didn't think anything of it.
I was so upset she didn't appreciate my gift. All the leishmaniasis in my family start with little sores, no matter where they're from. Southern Europe, Africa, any and all tropics, and any place where sandflies live. All leishmania everywhere give gifts to their host. It's the polite thing to do.
Leashley, being the amazingly awesome leishmaniasis she is, decided to give Mary Beth a bigger, better gift in the hopes that she appreciates it more.
I grew the gift from a little sore to a huge lesion with a raised border and central depression. I even covered it with a scab. It was a beautiful scab. Her body helped me make it.
Well, after 1 week, I decided to go to the doctor and get the lesion checked out.
Hello, Mary Beth. I'm Dr. Shabna. How may I help you today?
Well, I have this thing on my arm, and it kind of hurts, and it looks really gross.
I'm going to take a small sample of the skin for a biopsy by scraping one of the ulcers. I'll then examine the samples under a microscope to see what's causing them. Alright, I'm going to take this back to the lab to examine it. I'll call you tomorrow when I know what it is, okay?
Okay.
Little did Mary Beth and Leashley know that the doctor's news would change their relationship forever.
First, I was super happy that Mary Beth was showing off my gift. It was a huge honor. But then...
The next day...
Ring, ring. Oh. Hello? Oh, hey, Dr. Shabna. You have good news for me? It's cutaneous leishmaniasis. It's a parasite? I'll come in right away.
So, here are your results that I got from the test. So,
Alright.
as I have on the phone, this is cutaneous leishmaniasis, a disease caused by a parasite called leishmania. It is found in river forests in Central and South America, to deserts in Western Asia and the Middle East. Cutaneous leishmaniasis is most common in Afghanistan, Algeria, Brazil, Colombia, and Iran. Have you traveled to any of these places recently?
Yeah, I just got back from Brazil. I was volunteering there in a village suffering from famine. Did I get it there?
Yes, most likely. Leishmaniasis is common in areas of poverty, malnutrition, famine, and where major environmental changes have occurred.
But how did I get it?
Leishmaniasis is transmitted by the bite of a female sandfly. One bit you on your arm, and well, here we are.
How can I get rid of it?
Mary Beth wants to get rid of Leashley? Will she survive? We'll find out after these messages. Has one of these dangerous criminals attacked you or someone you love? The Anti-Leishmaniasis Society may just be able to prevent this terrible fate. Leishmaniasis loves to target people in areas where malnutrition and poverty are common, because they're jerks. This also means that it can be hard to stop the spread of these murderers. Luckily, we have the solution. Kill all sandflies. Our line of poison is completely safe and definitely will not harm humans or the environment in any way. That last statement was a lie. Side effects include the extinction of 85,000 other species and spending your life savings on poison for sandflies. If death results, stop use immediately. Realistic alternatives include using insecticides in screens in living areas and wearing bug spray. This ad is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to real advertisements, living or dead, is entirely coincidental. And we're back with more of Leashley's story.
Good.
How can I get rid of it?
Cutaneous ulcers will often heal without treatment. However, treatment can speed healing and reduce scarring. It can also prevent the development of further diseases. Antiparasitic drugs such as amphotericin B are commonly used as treatment. It works by killing the leishmania and helping the lesions heal. If you got any ulcers on your face, this can cause disfigurement and may require plastic surgery. Luckily, you don't have any on your face, so that shouldn't be necessary.
Okay. How long will the treatment be?
The length ranges, but symptoms can begin to fade after about 2 months of treatment with medication. Without treatment, it can take months or even years.
How does it go away on its own? What does the body do to get rid of it?
Well, we really don't know. We really don't know how the immune system deals with it. It just does.
So, can I avoid getting it in the future?
There is no vaccine. The only thing that you can do is avoid getting bitten by a sandfly.
Am I going to die?
Cutaneous leishmaniasis is not deadly. If it spreads to the inside of your body, however, it becomes the squirrel leishmaniasis and is deadly in almost all cases if not treated. But because your leishmaniasis is on your arm, it has only started growing in the past few weeks, and you will get treatment. I'm not worried.
Oh, that's a relief. What else can you tell me about leishmaniasis?
It was first officially discovered by Scottish paleontologist William Bong Leishman in 1901. However, there are mentioning a disease that probably is leishmaniasis in records dating as far as 1st century AD.
What did people do about it back then?
Not much, since it usually went away on its own over time and only hurt if irritated.
Well, how many people get leishmaniasis?
It affects as many as 12 million people worldwide, with 1.5 to 2 million new cases each year.
Wow. Well, thank you, Dr. Shabna. I'll go start that treatment right away.
Over the next few weeks, the demon lady Mary Beth used the amphotericin to destroy Leashley.
It hurt so much to see Mary Beth trying so hard to get rid of my gift, the home I had made in her arm of me.
Over the next 2 months, Leashley began to weaken as Mary Beth continued her treatment. All too soon, Leashley was gone, killed by the terrible human, Mary Beth.
I was glad to be rid of Leashley.
Say you miss her very much.
But I don't miss her. She was so gross.
Say you love her and miss her and will always remember her.
Well, I can't say that I'll always remember her because she left a scar on my arm.
It's a very beautiful scar.
It's sort of in the shape of a heart, so it's a beautiful scar.
Good. In loving memory of Leashley leishmaniasis amazonensis.